So today we are going to learn about a new chapter which is called parallel lines and transversal. So let me just share my screen. Do you know parallel lines?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can anyone tell me the definition of parallel lines?
Lines which never intersect each other.
Yes, lines which never intersect. Okay. So these are the image of parallel lines. See how this looks. They do not intersect each other. They move forward without intersecting the other line. Okay, just like us, we should also move forward without looking back or without looking the mistakes we have done. We should learn from the mistakes and we should move forward uh, without doing any mistakes so we can achieve our goal. Okay, there should be nothing which can distract us. Just like this parallel lines, they are moving forward and forward without intersecting or without any distractions. Okay, so next is intersecting line. What are intersecting lines? Anyone?
Lines which
Lines
overlap.
which meet each other.
Yes, which intersect each other. See, these are the intersecting line. These also move forward, but there is one common intersection intersecting point when they intersect. Okay, so this is called the intersecting lines. So you have know this parallel lines and intersecting line. You have studied in your previous standard. So in this chapter, our main focus on this transversal. Okay, we are going to learn about transversals. Okay, so what is transversal? So let's consider line L and line M. So see, these lines are intersecting. They are not parallel. They are when we when we increase the length of a line, they will meet at some point. So they are intersecting lines. And see, this is the third line N. So what this line N is doing, it's intersecting this line L and M at 2 points, right? So this line N is called a transversal. So we will see the definition of transversal. If a line intersect given two lines in two distinct points, then that line is called a transversal of those two lines. See, this line N is intersecting this line L and M in two distinct points. The points are A and B. Is intersecting line L and M in points A and B. So this line N is called transversal. Understood this transversal? What is transversal?
Yes, ma'am.
It's intersecting the lines in two distinct points. It's transversal. You have you can see transversal and its example in our surrounding also. Just let me show you some examples. So this is the window of some building in which there are two lines and the transversal. There are many lines and the transversal, but I have taken these lines to show you how the transversal are in the real life. And in map also, you have seen the map of roads or any kind of map. There are always an intersection of roads, right? Two roads always intersects in a one road. Okay, see this Creek Road is intersect and the Reading Lane is intersecting in Park Road. Okay, and best example is our railway tracks, right? Also, there are many examples. You have seen the light poles, right? There are light poles. What the poles do? When there are two wires and the poles are intersecting in that wires, right? Have you seen that? You have seen it in your surrounding, right? There are many examples of transversal and intersecting line in your surrounding. Okay, have you understood this example? See, the basic definition should clear to you because transversal is very important for this chapter. Okay, so are you clear with transversal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's intersecting two distinct points. Okay, so we have seen about transversal now. So the next one is there is a angles which formed by the transversal. Okay, you have seen the various angles like right angle, right, opposite angle. So there are other angles which are formed by this transversal. So there are total 8 angles which are formed by the transversal. One second. Okay, so we will study about this angle. So first angle which is made by transversal is interior angle. Next one is corresponding angles. Third is alternate angle. So these three are the main type of angle made by a transversal. So this alternate angle has two types, which are interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. So see, these are the angles made by transversal. So there are total 8 angles in which there are 2 pairs of interior angles, 4 pairs of corresponding angles, and 2 pairs of interior alternate angle and exterior alternate angle. In many questions, they don't ask about exterior alternate angles. Why they don't ask about exterior alternate angles, I'm going to tell you. But mostly they ask you about the interior alternate angles, and corresponding angle. These 3 are the main type of the angles which they ask in your questions. Okay, so we will first see interior angles. So what is interior angles? So a pair of angles which are on the same side of transversal and inside the given lines is called the pair of interior angles. See, what are interior angles? These are inside the 2 lines, not outside the 2 lines, inside the 2 lines, and is on the same side of the transversal. So we will see the diagram. See, this is the 2 lines and this is the transversal. So interior angles are what? The angles which are inside the lines and are on the same side of transversal. See, this angle C, this angle E are on the same side and inside the lines. This angle D and this angle F are also inside the line and on the same side of transversal. So these angles are called interior angle. So in which way we are going to write it? So interior angles are in a pair. There are 2 pairs of interior angle which are on the same side. So the one pair will be angle C and angle E. See, this 2 pair E and C is a pair of interior angle. It's inside the line and on the same side of transversal. The next pair will be angle F and angle D, inside the line and same side of transversal. So these are the interior angles. Have you understood interior angles? If you have any doubt, please ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So this is the interior angles which are inside the 2 lines. Okay. The next type of angle is corresponding angles. Okay. So what are corresponding angles? If the arms on the transversal of a pairs of angle are on the same in the same direction and the other arms are on the same side of the transversal, then it's called a pair of corresponding angles. I know definition is little bit hard, so we will just see the picture so you can clearly understand the corresponding angles. Okay, so we will see the first figure. See, there are 4 pair of corresponding angles. The first pair will be this. See, this is on the transversal. This angle, see, this is the angle formed by the first angle, right? So see, what is the shape of angle? Is like this. Is arm is opening upward and the next is this. See, the both angles arm are in the same direction and the angles are similar. See, there are similar structure of this angle. Their arms on the arm are on the same side and they are on the same side of a transversal. So this is the one pair of corresponding angle. Whenever you are going to see the corresponding angle, you should see the shape of the angles. In interior angle, it was easy. We have only have to see the angles which are inside the lines. But in corresponding angle, you have to see the shape of this angle. See, this these two angles are similar in shape, their arms are opening in the same direction, and they are on the same side of a transversal. So this is the one pair of corresponding angle. The next one is, see this, the arms of this transversal are opening downwards. These arms of these two angles are opening downwards, and they are on the same side of a transversal. So this is also one of the pair of transversal. You just have to look at the shape of the angles, where are the arms of an angle are opening. Okay, the third one is this. See, total there are 4 pairs, so we have done 2 pairs of corresponding angle. The third one is, see, this pair. This side of pair, the arms are opening downwards and the shapes are similar. See, the angle shapes are similar. When we have to identify the corresponding angle, we see the shape, how they are looking, how their arms are opening upwards or downwards. If I have taken this angle and then this angle, so it is not a corresponding angle because the arms are opening in a different direction. We just want the angles which arms are open in same direction and they are on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so the fourth pair is this. So there are 2 pairs which two pairs in which angles arms are opening in upward direction, and 2 pairs in which angles arms are opening in downward direction. So these are the 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Have you understood this? So see, when you think about corresponding angles, you should think about the shape of angles. Okay, how the arms are opening, in which direction they are opening, are they on the same side of a transversal or not. These are the main factors you should see when you have to identify the corresponding angles. Have you understood the interior and corresponding angles? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So the next one is, and the last one which you are going to study is alternate angles. So there are 2 main types of alternate angle, but before that we will see what are alternate angles. So pair of angles which are on the opposite side of transversal. In the last in previous angles example, we have seen the angles which are on the same side of transversal, but the alternate angles are on the opposite side of transversal and their arms show opposite directions. So these are called alternate angle. In corresponding angle, we have seen that the arms are in the same direction and they are on the same side of transversal. But in alternate angles, the arms of the angles are in a opposite direction and the angles are also opposite direction of transversal. So they are alternate angles. Okay, the first type of alternate angle is interior alternate angle. So see, when we have to identify the interior alternate angle, there should be a alphabet Z which you should remember. Which alphabet you should remember?
Z.
Z. So why I am saying Z? So see, alternate angle are on opposite side. So interior alternate angle form a shape of Z. So see, this angle form a Z, right? So this C is on this side and this F on this side. So these are the alternate angles. See, what is formed? Interior alternate angle forms a shape of Z. Whenever we want to identify interior alternate angle, we should remember alphabet Z. So this C and angle F are on the opposite side of transversal and their angles are opening in the opposite direction. So that's why we called it as interior alternate angle. See, both angles are in interior of the lines, both are inside the line L and M, right? And both are in opposite direction of the transversal. So this C and this F are called as interior alternate angle, which is written as angle C and angle F. This is the pair of one interior alternate angle. The other pair is also similar, which also represents Z, but in this time it represent the ulta z, opposite z. See, inverse ulta z. See, this is our normal z and this is our ulta z, right? This is ulta z, right? So see, these are the interior. These are between lines L and M. This D and F is between the two lines L and M and are in the opposite direction of transversal. Okay, so these are written as angle D and angle E. Okay, understood? The main difference between corresponding angle and alternate angle is that corresponding angle is in the have arms in the same direction, but in alternate angles the arms of angle are in a opposite direction. In corresponding angles the angles are in the same side of transversal, but in alternate angles the angles are in opposite side of transversal. Have you understood this? Main
Yes, ma'am.
alternate angle. So which alphabet are you going to remember when you see interior alternate angles? Which alphabet?
Z.
Yes, Z. Okay. So next type of alternate angle is exterior alternate angle. Now, as I have said, they don't ask in paper. They don't ask you more about exterior alternate angles because exterior alternate angles are like the opposite angles which you have studied. Okay, you know opposite angles. They are in a different direction. They're just their vertex. Their angles are in a different direction, and they right, that's the opposite angle. Concept of opposite angle is just like that, they open in a different direction. So exterior alternate angles are also same as the opposite angles. So see, these are the example of exterior alternate angle. It's opening in a different direction, but it's outside of the lines. It's outside of the line L and M. The interior alternate angle was inside of L and M, but exterior alternate angles are outside of lines L and M. So see this, their directions is opposite, right? A and B have a opposite direction. So these are the one pair of exterior alternate angles. And the second pair is this side. This 2 and 1. Okay. Here also the second pair will be this and this. Here also the second pair will be this and this. There are outside of the two lines, so that's why we call them as the exterior alternate angle. When there are when the alternate angles are inside the lines, then they are called interior alternate angles. Okay, so these are the pairs of exterior alternate angles. Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So we will see. Now tell me, how many angles does transversal form with the line? How many angles? Yes, Shivana?
Oh, 1, 5, 8, ma'am.
Yes, 8 angles. It forms 8 angles.
Ma'am, in the left hand side,
Yes. And in these 8 angles, there are 2 pairs of interior angles, 4 pairs of corresponding angles, and 2 pairs of alternate angles. Right?
alternate angle.
Okay, so you understood this topics, transversal and angles made by transversal.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you solve the sums based on this?
Yes.
Okay, we will solve. So this is the questions. You have to just fill in the blanks. You have to find corresponding angle and interior angle from this figure. Okay, there are 8 angles, PQ, RS, and WX, YZ. So I have given the first pair angle P. So what will be the corresponding angle of angle P? So see, angle P is open this side. So what will be the its corresponding angle?
Angle W.
W,
Angle
ma'am.
W, right? So this
Angle
is
W.
this side. Okay, and the next one, angle Q. See, this opens in this side.
Angle
This
X.
shape. Angle X. The shapes are similar, right?
Angle X.
Shapes are similar for the corresponding angle. Next one is angle R. Where is angle R? This. The shape is like this. So what will be the
Angle Y.
Y.
Y? The shape is similar to angle R. The next one is angle S. The angle S shape is like this. So what will be the corresponding angle?
Angle Z.
Angle Z.
Z. Very good. So you understood the corresponding angles. Now, what are interior angles? And just tell me the pair of this angle S. See, here is angle S. So what?
Angle W.
W, right? It's on the same side, right? And the next one is angle R. What will be it?
Angle X.
Angle X.
Okay, very good. Students, you understood the concept of this angles, corresponding and interior angles and alternate angles.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is all about today. Next lecture, we are going to learn the properties of these three angles. So this is the short homework for you. From this figure, you have to identify interior, corresponding and alternate angles. So please note down this homework in your book.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students. So we will
Done,
start
ma'am.
the lecture here. Bye, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mitali. Good. Mitali,
Yes, ma'am.